Welcome back to Sweeney's Breaking News Studio. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Lewis Sweeney. I am a retired state trooper. On my last episode, I was talking about my book. In this particular segment, I am going to ask a few questions, and I will try to answer those questions. Why do you think a gag order was placed on me when I accepted that offer after filing a Title VII racial discrimination and retaliation lawsuit against the state? I believe the Lord's hand was in it when I had written that book. Unlike the first two books that was written, I wrote those books in a worldly manner. But in this particular book, I wrote it so that it could be read in church. I believe this is the book the Lord was waiting on me to write, to give everyone an opportunity and no excuse to know about the truth. When that gag order was placed on me, it was meant to keep me from telling you what I have seen and heard take place behind the closed doors of our government and a few doors within our society. How do you think, after they had placed that gag order on me, it was put online? Who do you think put my case online? Wouldn't that be an indication to you that there is a higher power behind the scenes that is looking out for me? Whether you realize it or not, is trying to look out for you as well. Have you noticed there are many authors who had worked for the government was invited on various news talk shows to talk about their books? Have you noticed not one reporter or host had asked that author, why did you wait until you were no longer employed by the government to write that book? In the past, that would have been the first question a journalist, a reporter, a host would ask. That question not being asked is an indication to me someone has something to hide, and there is an ulterior motive behind it. I had written my book while I was still a state trooper. Can you imagine how those corrupted individuals felt when I had exposed the truth and they could not fire me? What does faith mean to you? In a dream, I was taken back during the time it was said Peter had denied the Lord 3 times. I was able to see the expression on Peter's face when he denied knowing the Lord those 3 times. What Peter saw was fear. He realized if that system at that time could do those things to Jesus, he knew they would do the same thing to him. That is fear of man. Can you imagine all the things that they had caused and had done to Jesus? But yet he maintained his faith in his Father. I realized the system of that day and the system of this time fears those who have faith. Now I understand what was meant by having faith of a mustard seed can move mountains. Fear fears those who have faith. Having faith is the greatest weapon that can destroy evil. Can you imagine me being on TV? The corrupted individuals do not want me in front of that camera. I believe whomever that is involved purchasing my book, helping me spread my story, will be blessed. And I believe the higher power, the Lord, will reveal to that person the good deed that they will be doing. When I was going through all of those trials and tribulations, I had went to many preachers, many organizations. Why wouldn't anyone help me? In a dream, I was told that the Lord knew that I was going to win the settlements. He knew that if any one of those organizations and or people that I've gone to, he knew that every one of them would have tried to take the credit for it. They all were given an opportunity. I believe a day is going to come to all those individuals that I went to. They are going to be reminded by that higher power that I went to them, and they did nothing. Only the Lord can take the credit in my life. Before I will end this particular section of my story, I am going to do everything that I can. I'm going to try to share all the knowledge that I have so that you will have the opportunity to know the complete truth. So for those of you that have a one-track mind, I am praying for you, and I pray that that higher power, whomever you believe in, will touch your heart and your mind to let you know there is a possibility that you could be wrong, and there is more than a possibility that I am right, because I've been there, I've seen it, and I've done that. What better witness of the truth do you need? Until the next time, stay tuned, and I'll be back.